Welcome to BrainMachineNetwork.com.
Is on. Audio is.
Hello, holy tamale, holy Toledo, holy Smicoli. Welcome to another episode of Beast, baby, with
Hey,
Leif
we're
and Caitlin.
Oh my God, it's me and you.
Leify, how you doing? Huh?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing just fine.
Fine.
Just fine. Listen, I'm fine.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Hell
I'm doing
yeah.
great. I got a little bit of coffee.
There we go.
Look
We're
at this.
getting back up.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
That's what the coffee mug says.
Yeah.
If you want to see it. Oh, look at that.
Mhm.
Oh, hi.
Oh, yeah. You got to come to the live shows.
Very fun. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling chipper.
Excellent.
I feel alive.
Yeah,
Also
all
feeling
right.
pretty stoked. We got a banger. We got a banger.
Ooh. You know what? I'm picking
Ooh.
up the energy. I like it. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
We're back at it, baby.
We're
We
back.
got candles
We're back.
in this bitch. All right. Right now, our guest today, Victoria Hoffman. Give it up for her.
Oh, stop.
Victoria.
Thank you so much.
Victoria played soccer at Baylor.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's big.
Yeah.
Baylor University, yeah.
Yeah.
Baylor
Waco,
Uni-
Texas,
Waco, Texas.
1845.
Home of Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Yeah.
On HGTV.
Everyone knows Chip and Joanna, yeah. The Magnolia something.
Magnolia.
I don't know them, but that's what everyone knows Baylor for now.
You don't know them?
I don't know them. No.
Okay.
They
Well,
flip houses, right?
They do more than they
And like
create a
they have
home.
a TV show. They have like
Victoria.
a bunch of kids, blonde kids. She's cute, right?
She's Korean,
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's half. I thought.
half Korean, and her husband is half idiot.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Oh boy,
Oh, we're
he's the
having
one.
fun.
He's a
But all
ham.
his
We're
kids
having
are like,
fun.
but their kids are all like blonde hair, blue eyes.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah,
they're
beautiful.
gorgeous children.
Yeah.
I watched the show. I've seen every single episode. There's something wrong with me.
I mean, people love them. I don't know.
they're
They got a
very
cult following, which is
wholesome.
amazing for HGTV to get like people
I know.
to come to Waco. If y'all have ever been before,
I've never been.
it's nothing at all until Chip and Joanna.
Really?
So now that people go to Waco for them, they must be like pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, they're. She's a very good designer.
Seems like it.
And have you been back since?
I went back. We had alumni weekend. When like April or something. We
Mhm.
play the current team. Obviously,
Ooh.
we got our asses kicked. It's the same. It's the same old thing, except for they have better locker rooms, better uniforms, and they don't know where they got it from. It was our team, but it's a whole different story.
Ooh, I can't wait to get
A
into
bit
it.
ungrateful, but who am I to say anything?
Yeah. And who's holding it?
It is
right?
No.
certainly not me.
No.
It's not me.
No.
Oh, keeping it in
These
on the inside.
Spoiled little girls. They're fine. They're talented, but just know where you came from is
Oh,
my only thing.
this is gonna be great.
We're coming in hot and spicy, and I like it.
Yeah, we
I
already
like
got
this.
we got about 15 players already in the sin bin. Hell yeah, we
the
gonna fuck
entire
some shit
team
up.
of Baylor.
Yeah.
is in
Yeah.
the sin bin.
It's sin
Yeah.
bin. Okay, so you started playing how old?
Forever, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I have two older sisters who both
Mhm.
played soccer,
Okay.
and my dad played football at Mizzou, so it's a sports family.
Okay.
And I think it's just, you know, when you put your kids in sports just to like get the energy out, I think I just never
Yes.
quit. So it kept
Mhm.
snowball effect. Ended at Baylor.
They also played. Your older sisters also played soccer.
They weren't like super high level, I guess. My sister
Mhm.
played in college. It was D2 though. Not that, which is fine. That's
Wah,
not to be.
wah. All of
No,
D2
no, no,
is in the sin
no,
bin.
no. Which is St. Mary's in
We
San
are
Antonio.
already running out of space in the sin bin.
Oh my God. Okay.
What a bitch I am.
No, you are
she was
not
a
a
great.
bitch.
She's a great player. So she played.
Uh-huh.
My other older sister played. She did not play in college. She did the sorority route.
Oh,
And my
okay.
younger sister played soccer, but she did the. Is she in a sorority? She just didn't. She doesn't do anything. But
Yeah.
yeah. She played in high school, and that's fine.
That's great.
Yeah.
You got to play somewhere.
You gotta
Gotta do
do something just to get the energy out. I just
Yeah.
kept going with it because what else am I gonna do?
Yeah. So when did you find out that you were good?
I don't
Or
know.
did you?
I think I don't know. It's funny
That's
because
a fun question. I like that.
what's
Yeah.
interesting is that like I'll say this. I didn't realize that playing and this is it's gonna sound like me being like, oh, you think I'm a good player? Blah, blah, blah. Like this is what's gonna sound like. It's not meant to.
Mm-hmm.
Until I moved to New York, I didn't realize that playing at a D1 school was a big deal in the least.
Really?
Because so I say I went to Baylor, everyone's like, oh wow, Division 1, that's incredible. You played in college, that's so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But that was never. But like all my friends played D1.
yeah.
That's just like what it was like, and like that was always the path was you're gonna play soccer and then you're gonna go to D1 school,
Mm-hmm.
and that's basically it. And so when people get surprised by it, I'm surprised that they're surprised because it's just not a big deal.
Yeah.
until you come to New York.
Yeah, well, as a D2 soccer
Which
player,
is so much.
God, it's a big deal to a lot of people. Okay,
Where did you grow up?
Dallas, Texas.
All right, Texas is huge for soccer.
Yeah.
But still surprising because you're like, oh, my friends go to Division I. I was like, I know 2 people who went to a Division I.
I
school.
don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my teammates, obviously.
Yeah.
But I guess I just never thought about it. That's just everyone's path from like age, I'm like 5. Like that's what you're gonna do. So it's
I feel like Texas in particular
a
and the
sports
South
state.
is very
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
You're gonna find your sport and you're gonna do that until you're dead.
exactly yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna support it and you're gonna
The
figure
South
it
in
out.
general, especially but Texas. I think California is like that too.
Yeah.
Florida, yeah.
Especially with soccer, like the big ones are Texas and California. Like
Texas,
huge.
California, Florida. I think New Jersey actually has good
Really?
teams
New
too.
Jersey.
Yeah, I
That's
think
where
so.
Carly Lloyd came from.
Huh.
Yeah, Carly Lloyd,
we
yeah.
get 1 or 2 once in a while, but I didn't know that was like a regular thing from New Jersey. That's
They have
surprising.
a few really good clubs that are always at nationals, if I remember correctly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, definitely not where I grew up. Not at all.
Yeah, people travel like far for these teams, so maybe they are
Yeah.
where you're from, but they just don't practice there. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, when I played, we traveled like an hour
Yeah,
to school.
a
So,
lot of people. Yeah,
not to school, but to our club team.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
was your high school good?
I think so. I played 1 year in high school, Plano West Senior High School, and my coach at the time was not very nice. He told me it made me worse, so
Really?
I stopped. Yeah, I played.
Interesting.
I didn't play my freshman year. I did sophomore year just because like it's nice to play, and not have to be good, like just fuck around. And then he was like, "You've gotten worse," so I quit.
Yikes.
I know. Yeah.
Wow. So when you were playing for your club team, that I would assume that was your club coach.
Yeah, my club coach said my
Yeah.
high school team
Yeah.
made me a worse soccer player, and you can't say no to your club coach is like God.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So when he's an asshole, you got to just like take it in stride, which most of them are. Soccer players are like very douchey. Men. Did you play soccer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you're
He's not
fine.
douchey.
I'm
But-
just insulting everyone today.
No, let me be the first to say, men in sports are a nightmare.
Men in sports, men in general. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, really just men.
Just men is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I meant to say.
Yeah.
Men
Yeah,
are
just
douchey.
shorten
The
that
fact
sentence,
that-
you're
yeah.
fine.
That's what I meant to
Yeah.
say.
The fact that y'all let us like participate in anything
I
is
know.
honestly a miracle,
Well,
and it's not lost on me.
not by choice. Let's make that clear.
Sure.
It just kind of happens.
Yeah. You know, I'll just go. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We'll see ya. Thank you.
Since your friend needs you somewhere.
No, you're great.
Okay, so you
Thank
played
you.
club in high school.
Club on a team called the Dallas Texans.
Mm-hmm.
Started by some guy named Hassan, a very scary man. I think he's like this huge Iranian who reeks of cologne. He
Oh.
liked me, so I was fine with him. But other people, he's really mean. He would do like weird stuff. This is nothing to do with sports at all.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever the coach is doing the lineup on a little board, they'd take little tacks and like put everyone in their positions. He always used a black one for me, and everyone else got a red one, which I was like, that's kind of weird, but whatever.
Kind of weird, kind of racist.
It's a little bit racist, but what am I going to be like? Can I have a red dot too? He'll be like, fuck off. Who cares? Do you want to start or what? So I just didn't
Were
say
you the
anything.
only black player?
No, that's the thing is we had 6 black players,
Oh,
Oh,
which
well
is
then
really
that's weird.
maybe did he?
It's that's why
Yeah.
it's not racist, I guess.
I mean, when you say it without that second part, it sounds real
Yeah,
racist.
I
The
know.
first time he started, I was like, "Oh, that's bad."
Yeah.
It's bad.
Fucking
Did
Texas,
he really like you compared
know?
to all the other people on the team?
I don't know. He likes black people, but I got a black dot. Maybe that's a good. Now that I say it out loud, maybe it's a good thing that I got a black dot. I have
Huh.
no idea.
It's weird.
But there were other black
definitely
starters
weird.
who would get a red dot.
Huh.
Oh, maybe he just thought you were the special star.
The special black one.
You were the most black.
I was the.
Is that allowed? Am I
That's
allowed to
never.
say that? I don't
I've
think
never
so.
gotten that before.
I
It sounds like
definitely
a
can.
compliment.
I
I
definitely
have no idea. It sounds like I meant. I don't.
It's
I'm
a
trying to get into
compliment.
a fat Iranian man's head right now, and it seems very
Oh,
strange.
Yeah, that was weird
That's
about
the name
him.
of the episode.
Yeah, fat.
It's so long, but I
Yeah.
want that to be the name.
Anyway, that is Hassan. So the Dallas Texans, it's a very good club team.
Yeah.
I switched to it, so I started with FC Dallas, and and then Dallas Texans recruited me.
Ooh.
So they're like, come over to this team, and
Yeah.
I was like, no. But my dad was like, why would you not?
Oh, because
So-
they were known as the best team.
Yeah, it's nationally. I feel like I'm like building myself up here. But
No. We're asking you questions.
Okay,
and
so
you're
that's-
answering your questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
so-
build yourself the
Yeah.
fuck
Well,
up.
I mean,
I know,
Get in
live
there.
a little.
No, I know. Yeah, it's just I don't want to be like. So then I did this, and it was really cool, and I'm blah blah blah. But Anyway, so the Dallas
That's what
Texans,
I want.
it's a nationally
You're
ranked.
being a woman. Knock it
I
off.
know. Okay, I'm
This
talented.
This is a podcast of celebration.
Okay, I'm talented. All right, I
Yes.
admit it. It's a nationally ranked club team. We won nationals in 2008.
All right, we didn't need to brag that much.
I know.
Too far.
No,
That's
it's
like
awesome.
it was,
Congratulations. That's amazing.
July 27th, 2008. That's like the highest honor you can get. We won against this team called Eclipse from Chicago. It was a hard game. I think that might be the only game I've ever cried after, because nationals is like that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pinnacle.
Yes. It's one of those teams, every time you come from the Dallas Texans, it's one of those teams where it's like, that's the team to beat. So every time we played any game, like, we always got their best game, because it's like, we're playing the Texans, let's all hunker down.
Yeah.
So we always had to play our best game. And if everyone, God forbid, like, we let a goal in, they're like celebrating like they just won the World Cup, which was always so annoying to me, because like, you didn't. You're still going to lose, but like, so relax.
I love you so much.
Anyway, so that's the Texans. And my best friend played on the team. She was also recruited. I was defense.
Really?
Right outside. Yeah. We played an attacking 4-4-2. So this is a whole other thing. So Baylor, I was a forward. Texans, I was defense.
Huh.
I scored, I want to say, maybe 2 goals the entire time while I was at Baylor. Maybe 3. But I got switched because attacking 4-4-2 in soccer, for anyone who doesn't know, means that like everyone plays offense and the outside backs go forward a lot. And so when I got to Baylor, we did marking backs, which is so antiquated, but that's what Baylor does. I know.
Really?
It's really weird. People make fun of us for it, like, whatever. So we played marking backs, and I just didn't do that well because that's not how I was trained defensively. So they switched me to forward, but I'm not a goal scorer, so I just like disrupt the defense all day and don't score goals.
Well, you also got to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's
but
fine.
you probably had a lot of assists.
I have a lot of assists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I crossed
Very
the ball
important.
in.
Yeah. So you participated.
I participated.
You did great.
Yeah, I'm just not a goal scorer. Which my coach was like, not everyone's a goal scorer. And I was like, thanks,
You're like,
Marcy.
it sounds condescending.
I
when you say
know,
it.
but some people are not goal scorers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So when you first started, what position were you?
At Baylor or on Texans?
On the Texans.
I was right outside defense.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And then got switched to forward at Baylor.
Your little black dot on the
My
right
little
outside.
black dot on that right outside back. I know. It makes no sense. I always think about that. I was like, should I have said something? But like, I don't want to lose my position.
No. I mean, yeah. And then also the fact that we're women. And so we're not going to be like,
exactly.
excuse me.
Exactly.
I'm so happy to be here.
It's
Very grateful.
Either
but
extremely offensive or extremely complimentary.
Yeah.
But nothing in between.
no.
So just lean toward the latter.
Yeah. Just
guess.
wishful thinking.
Yeah,
That's-
it's just so peculiar because there's other black people. If
Yeah.
there weren't other black people, then it would have been like, you can't do that, Hassan.
no, that's very bad.
Yeah, I know.
And how do you feel about overweight coaches coaching? I can't stand it. It drives
I've
me
never
nuts.
had one before. It doesn't really make sense. No, it does. Those who can't do teach, first
No.
of all.
But eat a fucking banana.
Well, yeah, it's
You
not.
know what I mean?
It's not.
Don't expect us to be like.
They're not in their glory days. I guess I don't expect them to be. It's annoying because it's like, why am I doing sprints when you should also be doing sprints? Did you have fat coaches?
I had one.
And he was like obese or just a little large?
He was
Or she? Excuse me.
rotund.
Was it a he?
It was a he.
Okay.
It was a he, and he was rotund, and he would just play with us. But then fitness time came, and he would never.
Of course, he steps out
And it's
a
like,
little bit.
oh, how convenient.
I know, yeah.
But then I had another coach
Mhm.
who was my club coach.
Yeah.
And he was very fit, and he played
the
with
best
us and
way
did all that. And it
possible.
was like, and he was terrifying.
Was he British?
Australian.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about the fat one?
The fat one, American.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. Of course he was.
Oh, boy.
Classic Americans.
Okay, so you're playing Dallas Stars, and you were starting.
Dallas Texans. Dallas
Dallas
Stars.
Texans.
The hockey team is the Stars.
Oh, yeah, of course. I
Yes.
was thinking of hockey.
Exactly.
I was not. I just fucked up the name.
Well, it's a real
Dallas
Dallas
has
team.
hockey? That's
Isn't that weird? We have a hockey team. Yeah,
Oh.
Dallas Stars. That's
Okay.
crazy. We've got a hockey team. We got do we have a baseball team?
Yeah, the Houston Astros.
Dallas though.
Dallas.
Houston does have a baseball team. Dallas, we're a little more north. We don't have a baseball team.
No, I don't think so.
Right?
You
The
have-
Texas Rangers. I don't know where they're based out
Okay,
of, but like they are
okay.
all of Texas.
Yeah. Then why do we have the Astros? Anyway,
I don't know.
What was your question?
I forgot. Wait, what? Oh, so you played there. You were starting. How
Mhm.
old were you when you were started starting?
With the Texans,
Yeah.
I started right away.
Yeah.
Drama. So
Get that pen ready.
Oh, I am ready.
I'll name names because who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Because I'm a whore. I don't name names.
Yeah.
There was a girl, the right outside back. Her name is Avery Rape. She had that position.
What an
I know.
unfortunate
It's
name.
a weird last
That
name.
is really unfortunate.
yeah,
know.
you gotta change.
I know people read that and
that.
they're like Rape. She's like, no, it's rape.
No,
It's,
can please can it be?
well, she's now married, so it's no longer her last name. I mean,
That's a
that's
good
probably
call.
a-
yeah, I don't
That's
know
a
her
good
last name.
call.
Yeah.
She had the right outside back
I'm not even gonna write
position.
down the last name. I'm sorry.
Just write Avery. Just
Yeah.
do Avery.
Mhm. Avery R.
Avery R.
Hard R.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
She had the position, and then I got recruited for that position. So then obviously she hated me. So when I got to the team, she was a mega bitch. But everyone Texans was so rude when I first got there.
Really?
They were
Yeah.
so mean because they want you to prove. Because it's like they're the Texans, and they're like, oh, we're so great, which they are. We are. But they want you to prove yourself. But like, you recruited me to come here.
Yeah.
So they were all really rude to me for a very, I want to say maybe like a good year.
Ugh.
Even though we're teammates and like you need that connection, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But then finally, they're now my best friends. Obviously, like it worked out.
Mm-hmm.
But they were so rude. But Avery was just like she would like openly make fun of me or stuff, or like I don't know, like I think someone nutmegged me once, and like everyone stopped practicing, like laughed. It was really like traumatic now that I think
Wow.
about it. Yeah. They're fine now. Like one of them is one of my best friends now. She was super rude too, but it just took a bit.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
It
yeah,
was
you're
super
you're
catty.
Yeah.
this new talent coming in, taking Avery's spot.
Took Avery's spot, but the thing is, like, I would. What is that helping to be like an
No.
asshole?
Oh,
Like,
it's a
what's-
nightmare.
Especially if you're on a team together.
Yeah.
Why would you? And all the time you spend together, like because like you're
Mhm.
traveling all the time. Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna like
Yeah.
be a bitch for
Mhm.
forever?
I've seen that. I know I've seen that. I agree. It's stupid and pointless. Like you should be working
Yeah.
together and wanting the team to win.
Mhm.
But like I've seen that where I've come into a team and like have a certain position. They're
Yeah.
just like, and once they see, they're like, oh shit, this person is
Mhm.
Yeah,
talented.
they're here
like
to
an
help.
asshole.
Yeah, but also it's 12-year-old girls, so obviously it's
Yeah.
gonna be a little like drama. But
Yeah.
anyway, Avery was a mega bitch.
Really?
She actually never ended up being nice to me. She ended up leaving the team. When did she leave? I don't know what team she ended up going to. She ended up playing at Duke. However, she did not play at Duke, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. She
She
Right on.
rode the pine
She
pony, baby.
rode the bench.
Yes.
I think she got in because her sister was a superstar there.
Mm.
So Avery was like, "Oh, I'll also go." I think she was a walk-on.
Mm.
And again, not there's anything wrong with walk-ons.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
The face you made when you said that was so.
Oh,
and
she
like
was
I just learned
a
this word.
walk-on.
Shady.
Yeah.
I know. I'm being so shady right now.
I love it.
Whatever.
I'm here for it.
Walk-ons are fine.
I don't have
yeah.
a problem with it because I was recruited. So
Yeah, we were recruited,
but there was
scholarship,
no
so it-
no
we don't.
scholarship,
Oh
no
well, that's
scholarship.
whatever.
Okay. All right. I gotta go.
Golly.
It's just gonna end with
I'm gonna go
just
make friends with
Victoria.
Avery.
Just-
Avery and I are gonna
Avery's
hang
such
out.
a bitch. She's such a bitch to me.
What else did she do? Can you remember?
No, I mean it was nothing like big. It was just like tiny
Oh, yeah.
microaggressions
Mm-hmm.
for no reason. Just every time we'd partner up, I would never have a partner.
Oh,
Whenever I know. Well, I mean,
maybe that's why you got the black dot.
because I was a loser. Yeah, probably.
He
Maybe
was
this whole time I
Here's
was just
the
a
black
loser.
sheep.
I know. That must be it. That must be it.
No.
Well, by the time we had more black people, I was already like on the inside.
Oh, so when you started, there were less black people?
When I started, there was one other black person, Natasha Anasi from Ghana. She is an amazing player. She played at Duke, and she
Yeah.
played at Duke. She's currently playing. I think she plays professional soccer in Sweden now.
Oh.
Hot damn.
Yeah,
Good
she's
for
very
her.
good. She has a daughter, a beautiful little baby.
Oh.
Natasha was the only black person. Eventually, my best friend who's black also came in. Eventually, I think what was scary about the Texans to other people is that our starting lineup was half black. And I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, I get the sense that when someone who is not black is playing against someone who is black, there's a bit of intimidation just because they're like, oh, she's going to be fast, which she probably will be fast. But I think that was always intimidating because the Texans were already scary, but then for a sport that's mostly white, for them to go against a team that's already good and then half black, I think it was just like it was a bit jarring.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I remember we would play and it was mostly white or Hispanic.
Yeah.
We had a lot of, but yeah, it was rarely anyone
Mhm.
who was Asian and rarely anyone who was black.
Do I know any Asian soccer
I
players?
think I knew one.
That's
maybe two.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. We did have a lot of Mexicans, obviously, because it's Texas. We're
Yeah.
right by Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
For people listening, Texas is right by Mexico.
Yeah, just in
Wait,
case.
hold on.
We'll put a picture
Slow
on
down.
the website.
Yeah, add a
You will
picture,
know
please.
this.
Okay,
Add
thank
to your
you.
We'll
Instagram
draw it
page a
out.
quick map. We're right
Mhm.
by Mexico. Yeah, interesting. No, I don't know
Yeah.
many Asians.
I think two. Yeah, two that I knew. But one of them was very good. She used to play for the Storm, the Pro League, back when it was a pro. Anyway, Corinne.
California, I think, has.
Yeah,
I don't know.
California. Yeah, you would think it would be more because
Yeah.
California is such a big.
Oh my God, are we
Asian
turning this into a race
population.
conversation?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Here we go. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that last. Let's talk about Avery rape as well. Let's just do all the hot button issues. We're gonna have a good time. Keeping it light.
Avery rape.
Okay,
Love her.
so was Avery white?
Avery was white.
What a bitch!
I know. We hate her. We do hate her.
She is in the sin. She's the top of the sin bin.
Top of the sin
Queen
bin.
of the sin bin. All right.
That and the rest of
Serious.
Baylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the worst. Baylor didn't have. We had, I think, me and one other girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so when I came on to Baylor, there was one other black girl, and whatever. Her name is Lotto, and now I was like, can I even promote this on my Instagram now that I'm like naming names? She was really
Sure
mean
you
to me
can.
too.
She was mean to you?
She was really mean to me, but she ended up being nice.
Mm-hmm.
But again, when I got to Baylor, the upperclassmen were so rude.
Really?
What is with that?
Yeah.
The fact that they're rude is insane. Like they are the ones who should at least be like way more.
We're the freshmen. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want?
Did you have any hazing or like initiations?
Yes and no. Officially, no. NCAA Baylor does not haze, but there's this one thing that we do. Like, I think the freshmen, maybe the first away game, if you
Mhm.
were taken with the team.
We are cops.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay. So no,
Okay.
there was no hazing.
Okay.
So I think on the first away game, they make all the freshmen put on headphones, and then you walk up and down the bus aisle and sing a song out loud.
Oh, that's it?
That's easy.
That's what I do before games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
well, you're it's like awkward because you don't know the upperclassmen, so you're screaming the song that's in your headphones, and then you have to dance it out, and they record it, and then you have to try your best not to be awkward.
Yeah.
That's Baylor.
That's
Also,
pretty
you have to
good.
remember it's a Southern Baptist university, so
Yeah.
Sure.
we're all about like.
Is it a dry campus?
No, we have a dry season. The soccer team does.
Oh, yeah.
The other sports, not so much. The volleyball girls,
Oh,
they were a little sketch.
look at that.
Yeah, I'm calling out Baylor volleyball now. They were
Haha.
they were fun girls.
Oh, fun.
Baylor, the soccer team at Baylor is like, I think that was like the cream of the crop. The
Yeah.
team it's very interesting. The team, I don't know if I have a picture. It was a very pretty team,
Oh,
which I
really?
thought was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's probably why they were all mean to you.
Yeah, because they're all just a bunch of pretty bitches.
Yeah.
Again, they're my best friends now. But all my friends started out as like the biggest bitches of your life, which I probably am the same way, to be honest.
Well, I found that when I joined the team at San Diego,
Mm-hmm.
the upperclassmen were nice,
Yeah.
but the girls who were in my class were half and half. Half huge
That's
bitches,
interesting.
half really nice, and then the upperclassmen had a favorite, and it happened to be the bitch. And so
Wait,
they
now
were like
that's
super
interesting.
close with the
So your
bitchy
class
ones.
was bitches to each other
Yeah.
the entire time throughout your reign there?
Yeah.
Or just wow.
There was like 4 of us that didn't go with the clique,
yeah.
you know, and then they were just bitches to us.
That
Yeah.
literally doesn't make sense because why? How do you even choose a side? Like were they? That's so interesting.
Yeah, it was very strange. But all the ones who were bitches were the hot ones, and the ones that
Oh.
came from money.
Did the
So-
coaches get involved with team unity at
No,
all?
not at all. They
Oh.
took the side of the pretty hot ones.
It's always the pretty hot ones.
It's
that
always
do
the
what
pretty
they
hot
want.
ones.
That's
They
so
do
annoying.
whatever they want.
That's so interesting. The
Yeah.
upperclassmen. I feel like if we had that issue, the coaches probably would have stepped in. We had like mentorship stuff and like assigned coffee dates.
Really. What is that?
Well, again, Southern Baptists. We're just nice people down there, I guess.
Mhm.
And our coaches, our coaches are actually married to each other. Marcy
Aw.
and Paul Jobson, 2 of my favorite people. They're the most like incredible couple ever.
Do they fix up houses or?
Yeah, actually, our assistant coach does. Our assistant coach does flip houses. His name is Chet Codd. He's married to this woman named Charmaine. I think she's on the Canadian national team. Marcy was on the women's national team. I don't know if she won the World Cup. I'd have to check. I should know that. She's actually best friends with Carly Lloyd. Where was I going with this?
Flipping houses.
Oh, yes.
It was a stupid
Our
segment.
assistant coach, our assistant coach does flip houses. Oh, that's what I was saying. Because Marcy and Paul are very like loving people, and they want the team to be best friends with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we had like assigned coffee dates and like check-ins. Like we had weekly meetings with the coaches, which was always so scary.
Yeah.
And like they'd have tape ready for you, and you never knew if it was like good tape or bad tape.
Oh.
So you'd like sit back and watch your mistakes over and over
Oh,
and over and
Jesus
over again. And they're like,
Christ.
"So why did you do that?" And you're like, "I don't know. I'm so sorry."
Yeah. I won't do it again. I'll tell you that much. Oh.
Yeah, but they're good people.
Yeah.
I've got nothing negative at all to say about the coaching staff.
Yeah. Well, that's not anybody who wants you to get along. Some people feed it. Like at
Yeah.
my college, they fed it.
Why?
It
The whole
was-
point of a team, the whole reason why you're good for the most
Yeah.
part is because you like each other.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
I remember distinctly one time we played shirts versus skins.
Did you really?
Yeah. And
Why?
well, no, it was the coaches. The
What?
coaches, they were trying to shame us. They were like, shirts versus skins, okay. And all the all-stars were like ripped and jacked and immediately took off all their
Are
shirts.
you kidding me?
And then we didn't, and then we got our asses kicked, and they're like, well, that's what you get. Ooh, all right, that's what you get.
That is insane.
And that was the assistant coach. Yeah.
wow.
And
That's
then the
really
head coach
messed up.
was just like, whatever. Yeah, it was nuts. I'll never forget it. And I was like,
well, how
I should
could
ju-
you?
And then part of me was like, I don't look that bad. I should just take off my shirt because all the good people are over here. And then they were like, no, you keep your shirt on. It was awful.
There should never be an instance where a coach ever makes their female player take their shirt off.
Mm-hmm.
That should never. We did shirts and skins once because we forgot the bibs and we had a scrimmage before a big game.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, if you don't want to do it, please like speak up.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. It was. Oh, I just remembered that. And
Oh.
I'm like, fuck that team.
Seriously. And you played for 4 years with them?
No, 1 year.
Okay.
And then I played on the club team after that.
Jeez.
But I hated that team. I hated it.
Did you like the club team though?
Loved them.
Okay, good.
So fun.
So you wrapped it up with a pretty bow. At least
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't end
because
with-
we only practiced like 3 days a week, and we went
Yeah.
and traveled, and we still got uniforms, and we still got competitive, and
Who supplies the uniforms?
I have no idea.
School?
Sure.
Interesting.
I think we got the hand-me-downs from the old team.
Okay.
So every 2 or 3 years they would get new
Yeah.
jerseys, and so we would just get their old ones.
I cannot believe that shirts and skin story. That's,
Yeah.
That's insane.
It traumatized me.
Yeah.
It sounds traumatizing.
Yeah.
That's really
I'm sad now.
that's so messed up.
Yeah.
Dang.
Anyway, back to you.
Oof.
I'm gonna go call my therapist.
Wow, a lot of heavy topics here.
Yeah.
Nicknames.
Oh yeah.
I'm Thick Vic, baby. I am Thick
I
Vic.
love it.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's Thick Vic, Victoria, Vic Trek was another one. Thickums,
Oh,
Veronica.
Veronica. What's that one?
That's when sometimes I get in a mood and I get a little,
You can't tell. There was an eyebrow involved.
I
With
get
that.
a little diva-y sometimes, and my friends who are so bold enough to call me out, which I do appreciate, they're like, Veronica, and I'm like, I'm sorry for being a bitch. So that's Veronica, but the big one is Thickums and Thick Vic.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
No one calls me Victoria.
Really?
It's work, obviously, but like even, I don't know. I don't look like a Victoria to me. I look like a Vic, but Victoria doesn't seem.
I don't. You've always been a Victoria to me.
Really?
Yeah. But you also introduced yourself as Victoria too.
Oh, did I? I do introduce myself as my name,
Yeah.
obviously.
Wait,
So-
hold on.
I-
Slow down.
Everyone,
What?
whoa.
wait. I know.
She's getting
It's
too full of herself
crazy.
now.
It's crazy. No, I don't know. Should I start saying, "Hey, I'm Vic"? I don't know.
No, just
What?
you're doing great.
What?
Do
What
whatever
makes
you
you
want.
What's
feel
my
comfortable
name?
and
Yeah.
Now, I know
Who
we're having
am
so
I?
many crises here.
Oh.
I do maybe I'll switch. I guess it
I'm now
depends.
spiraling like, wait, am I introducing myself wrong?
Yeah.
I should start introducing myself differently.
Yeah.
I mean, but even people who I don't. You go like you're Caitlin. What
Yeah.
are your nicknames? Kate, I guess.
Kate.
Okay.
Katie Waite.
Katie Waite.
I go by my last name a lot too. But
Okay. Yeah.
Peluffo. But
That's
Anyway.
Sure.
But-
what was I about to say? In terms of my name,
Vic.
people I don't know though sometimes also call me Vic.
Really?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm very against Tori. I'm very.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Tori comes from Victoria?
What? Oh, I was like, yeah. Tori and Vicky are two that I'm like, never call me that. But what's
Oh.
weird is that guys will when I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Victoria. I'm like, oh, hey, Vicky. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
It like offends me. I'm like, that's
shitty
not my
power
name.
move is that?
Yeah. I was like,
that's
did
exactly
I
what I
tell
was
you my name
thinking.
was Vicky? Why would you say that? And then you have to correct
Yeah.
them. Then I look like a bitch because like I spoke up, and so then I
Ugh.
just like end the conversation.
Men suck.
You have my permission to headbutt them.
Okay, thank
Be
you.
like, listen, another man said that this was okay.
Thank you, and I
You're very
appreciate
welcome.
that. Thank you for that permission.
Oh
So
my
dumb.
god.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see the tangents. We have a good time.
Oh, we're having fun. We're having
crazy.
fun.
So when you so you got recruited from to Baylor
Yes.
from the Texans.
From the Texans.
Okay, and what did that look like? What did that process
The
look
way
like?
recruiting works, I can't think of it's messed up. I'll say that much.
Mm.
The way it works is that before I want to say like 10th grade, college coaches can't contact you, but you can contact them.
Mhm.
So I want to maybe starting around 6th grade, they'll start coming to your games and like watching to see who they want. Then they text your coach. And if you have a good coach, your coach would be like, call Baylor because they're interested. And it's messed up because so I committed to Baylor in 8th grade. And that's,
In 8th grade?
it's too early to be committing. But
Yes.
but they have scholarships to give out, and like if you want to wait, like by the time you wait, that scholarship is gone.
Yeah.
And like who knows, maybe they're like looking at another defender and like, you know, so it's like a very quick process. They're trying to like think of a way to stop it because you 8th graders should not be deciding your college.
No.
Yeah, it's
18-year-olds shouldn't be choosing
I know.
college
No.
It's
stuff.
really messed up. But anyway, so what my dad and I did, we had a little program. He made me pick 5 schools to visit,
Mm-hmm.
and then
In 8th grade.
this was between 7th and 8th grade.
Oh my god.
I know, it's so crazy. Because you don't know, like, do I want to stay home or do I want to go far away? Do I want cold? Do you want hot?
Do I
Like,
want to play soccer?
do I
want to?
will I still like soccer in 4
Yeah.
years? Yes, exactly. And like, what if you don't know your major yet? And what if that school doesn't offer what you need? There's so
Yeah.
many logistic, like it's wrong. There's many red flags with this,
Yeah.
but whatever. You're going to play it in college or not. So you got to get on board.
Mm-hmm.
So you kept a list of who was interested, and then you'd call them and you were like, hi, I'm Victoria, whatever. Or Vic, I don't know. You call and introduce yourself, and then you talk, and they're like, well, this is what I can offer. We'd love to have you come out, blah, blah, blah. And it's hard because you don't know who's full of shit and who wants you to come ride their bench, who wants you to come start
Yeah.
their team. You have no idea. So I think I had like 20 names. My dad was like, we're only going to go to places who will give you a full scholarship. So I was like, fine, I don't want to pay for college.
Yeah.
So we limited that list down to 5 schools.
Which 5 schools can we?
Yeah, I did Mizzou,
Mm-hmm.
my father's alma mater, where all my
Yeah.
sisters, well, most of my family went.
Yeah.
KU, Mizzou's enemy.
Uh-huh.
Baylor, obviously. Arizona State.
Wow.
What was the other one? I don't know. I can't remember what the 5th school was.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened was I was going to do Mizzou, but they wouldn't offer me the scholarship early enough. He kept being like, send me your transcript and then I can like figure out money. Because I think the coach wanted me to get some academic scholarships so he can like, you know, save the
Yeah.
scholarship fund, but he was just taking too long. KU, I hated that campus.
Yeah.
Also the Jayhawks.
Jayhawks.
The mascot.
Ugh.
They're the Kansas Jayhawks. Arizona
That's
State.
Not even a thing.
I know.
Okay.
What is it? I don't know. It's a blue and red bird.
Yeah.
It might be real, actually. I don't know. Is that a real?
I'll look it up.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to figure out the
Get on
J.
it, man.
Arizona State, I don't like the dry heat. So then I went to Baylor being like, this school's going to be disgusting. I don't want to go, but like, fine. They're close by.
Mm-hmm.
And the campus is beautiful. The coaches are amazing.
Yeah.
And she was like, Marcy said they're in the rebuilding process. So Marcy had just gotten to Baylor. She, I think, was there for 3 years. My class was the first class she actually had like real time to recruit. And she was
Mhm.
like, I want you to help me build this program. I love the way you play, blah, blah, blah. This is Baylor. The whole spiel. We'll pay for your college. And then I ended with Baylor.
That's great, though.
That's how it works. Yeah.
It seems like a good education, too.
I think so. Well, the thing, like, so they say student athletes. That's not the case. Like,
Really?
yeah, I mean, they're always like education first. And they obviously do mean that. Like, because Baylor, I don't know about other schools, we have like a study hall with like tutors if you need it that you don't have to
Mhm.
pay for and stuff. And like academic advisors who pick your schedule for you. But you don't have time to do school. Like you can't do soccer full time and also school the way it works. Like even some classes so I majored in film
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to take the screenwriting route. but the classes were during soccer practice time, so I could never do that.
What?
But you're there. I mean, they're paying for my school. The film
Yeah.
department's not paying for my school, so it's you know,
Yeah.
so there's always that compromise. It's worth it though, because bills
Yeah.
suck, and like the team is amazing, and you have this experience, but your
Yeah.
education does take a bit of a hit. But we had some people on the team. A lot of them are PT, like biology majors. We had someone who was doing like biomedical engineering. I
Wow.
can't imagine doing that. I mean, film was nothing, but
Yeah.
biomedical engineering is insane.
That's insane.
Yeah, she's an incredible person. She's out. I think, what does she do? I think she builds body parts now.
Good for her.
Her name is Alexa. Shout out to Alexa Wild. She was our center mid, amazing in the air. She was fantastic. She now builds body parts.
Look at. She's got to regrow her head.
She's
amazing in the air.
I know, exactly right.
Concussions.
Well, that's another thing too. But anyway, that's the recruiting process, and I don't know
8th
what it's like
grade.
now.
It's
I'm
insane.
sure
insane.
rules have been updated because even when I was coming through, they were like, "This is crazy."
Yeah.
So I'd like to think that they've made.
Possibly, but I know like if you look at like specifically basketball, it seems like people are getting offers entirely too young. Actually,
I would
professional
imagine.
teams are huge on soccer. Like there are like 14-year-olds who are starting from MLS teams and stuff
Yeah.
like that now.
But
which
I mean-
is wild. But I don't know how the colleges or
I guess if you have the money and the love of the game,
yeah.
I'd
Also, the NCAA is also just a monster organization.
it's huge.
yeah,
They probably
and
have
they're
so
just
much more
bad.
power than we realize.
Oh yeah, and they're bad people.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't keep up with like the drama of NCAA, but I know.
Yeah. Well, it's just like with all the money that sports, like we talked about this last episode,
Yeah.
with all the money that they are making as far as the NCAA is concerned, and also the amount of money that the sports are making colleges, and then like students are not given really anything.
Oh my
except that,
gosh.
like it's a whole thing.
The whole thing, should student athletes be paid or not? Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking that definitely no.
Really?
Yeah, because first of all, they are paid. Make no mistake. Like they're under the table money from like donors and stuff. They're paid.
What?
You see like, oh my gosh, yeah, you see like a football guy comes from nothing and all of a sudden he's rolling up to school in a Ferrari. Where the hell did you get a Ferrari?
But isn't that technically illegal?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Very illegal.
But the thing is, it should be. So the whole thing is, it should be legal.
I think, yeah, maybe. The reason I say no is because so we're already getting so much. I don't know if regular students know how much. So when I was an athlete, your school is paid for, tuition, books, room, board, food, everything's paid for. You're so catered to. We have everything you could ever need. To also give money, it's just like you don't like for what. And I know for soccer, we're not bringing in money. We're borrowing money, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Football and basketball, they bring in money, but they're getting paid already. Like it's not legal, but it is happening, and that's at every
Yeah.
school. 1,000%.
It's definitely
They
yes.
are getting paid.
It's definitely happening. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just feel like we already get so much.
Yeah, I guess it's maybe
And it keeps it-
aggrandizing one.
It keeps it
skill over
informal.
the other in a college. I could see
Yeah,
that.
and like you don't want to, and then you decide like who gets paid what.
Yeah.
Bench players are the same as the starters, and then
Yeah.
how do you regulate it? I don't know. It just seems, but we're not professionals. It's yes, we bring in money, but we're not professionals either.
I guess my problem is when TV starts using someone's likeness,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
that's what I'm like.
Oh, yeah.
Give them something.
When you get to like the Heisman winners and stuff, like
Yeah.
they're gonna be
Yeah.
like, look, we're the school with like RG3 and stuff. Like, pay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there are certain things like you're right when it comes to the players. Like it
Yeah.
starts getting very difficult. But there's a lot of schools that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars on like a game, and
Mhm.
it's like some of the people that are bringing this money are getting maybe 30,000-40,000 a year.
Yeah.
And the thing is, honestly, colleges. Like yes, on paper, like $40,000, that's amazing, but in reality, college is just also just too expensive.
Well,
Yeah.
It's the worst way to get paid.
of course, yes, college is also expensive. That's another tangent we can go on, but
Yeah,
we are
yeah, I don't know.
getting real heavy
But-
on
So,
this
yeah, heavy
podcast.
subjects here.
that is a very interesting way that I've actually never thought of. Is like, oh yeah, when you start actually then paying the athletes, how do you divide? How do you who
Mhm.
gets what? How do you
Yeah.
get that? That's
I
that's
just-
yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
just
it all
I think it
difficult.
just takes away from the informality, if that's a word. Of like, it's college sports. It's not professional. It's so much more added pressure when there's already so much pressure.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a question. So when you started at Baylor,
Mm-hmm.
did you start as a freshman?
I didn't play my first game.
Okay.
So
Oh.
buckle up.
Oh, here we go.
So Marcy was talking this whole game, and she was like, you're going to be so crucial, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I have this Bay in the Shade. I'm going to be amazing. And like, you're coming from the Texans, so it's like, oh, I'm so good, blah, whatever. And then the first game comes, and she's like slowly putting in freshmen, and then I just never got called. And I was like, what the fuck? And it's because I am terrible at heading the ball.
Oh, really?
It's by far my worst. I'm so bad at it, and Marcy is really big on that. And also in defense, you have to be able to head the ball.
Yeah.
Especially because like when it's like a punt, you're marking, and we're man marking, so it's like me against my player. No one else is marking that player. It's just me. So if a ball is in the air, like I can't really do anything. So that was for 4 years. Marcy would just like put you in the goal, like right in the middle of the goal, and she just punts ball at you like over and over and over, so you can like not get scared of the ball. Eventually, I had to wear that little black headband because concussions. Yeah, I think I did get a concussion because there's a few like I would do too many. I would start throwing up, and she was like, "Were you done?" But in a good way though.
God.
In a good way though.
That's not it. No, you're throwing up. You have a concussion.
Well, no,
that's not a
the
good
concussion
way.
wasn't good, but her motivation is what I meant to say. It wasn't like I don't know. Anyway,
I'm so sorry, but that
her heart was in the right place.
Her heart was in the right place, but you got to learn how to
great.
head. So she was like, I can't play you if you don't know, you can't learn how to head. But again, I moved to forward, so then it wasn't as crucial. Eventually, yes, I did begin starting
as a freshman.
I think, maybe halfway through the season, I would start starting. But if there was a ball in the air, I was trash.
Yeah.
And then throughout the rest of the time, I would start at forward. But the way Baylor works, we keep such a huge roster that a lot of people, we essentially have like 2 lineups, like 2 full lineups, and like with some to spare. And the way they played at Baylor, we had a lot of players who would never see the field. Doesn't matter, like senior to freshman doesn't matter. So I thought that was going to be like my experience. It wasn't, which I'm so grateful for.
Yeah.
I do have some teammates had that experience, and I think it still affects them today.
Really?
Yeah, because like people, if you love soccer and like your coach recruits you to come, and you're like, oh, I'm playing for the team that I love, but then you don't play. That's hard. That's really hard.
They didn't play at all. They were just practice players.
Not with that term. They weren't meant to be practice players, but they would only get their minutes in during practice. But they're still putting in the work for preseason, like spring season and stuff. That's really hard. There probably was a bit of favoritism.
Yeah.
I mean, there was times like I was starting, and there was times I really don't think I should have been. Because the thing, like, I'm not a skillful player. I'm just very athletic. Yeah. Like I'm not like, if you put me with the ball, like I'm like pretty average, but I'm just really fast and really strong. Yeah. So there is times that I'm not gonna like pull myself off the field, but there's times I'm like, someone would be better off. Like, you should put Lisa in. Like, why am I on this field right now? Yeah. Yeah.
But there you were, and you did it.
I did it.
You scored 3 or 4 goals.
I scored about like a goal a season, maximum, if that. I didn't do PKs. I was just there to mess shit up on the right side.
Well, that's great. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do.
And that's what I would do. So,
I meant to ask this before. What song did you sing when you walked down?
Oh, I don't even know. If I had to think of Victoria at that time, it was probably Hannah Montana. Like, unironically. it was probably Hannah Montana, if I had to guess. The Hoedown Throwdown. I don't know if anyone knows it.
No.
There's a dance that goes with it, and I probably did the dance. I don't know. That's probably what it was. And I was probably so afraid. I think I was still shy at that point, and plus the upperclassmen were mean.
Yeah. What would they do, mean-wise?
Oh, gosh. They were just like not... What would they do? A lot of talking shit.
Really? Behind the back?
Behind the back. Behind the back, yeah. But the thing was, it couldn't last because Baylor was in a rebuilding period, and as younger classes were brought in, we were better, I guess, than them. So you can only talk so much shit, but I'm kicking your ass on the field. So like you can't keep talking shit off the field like that, you know? Yeah. So eventually it stopped. Some were really nice, but some were just like mean, just like catty girl stuff for no reason. But we ended up, like, the class above me was pretty mean to us. Like, they would like talk shit about us and like, you guys only spend time with each other. And we're like, well, you guys are mean. But now they're my best friends. Yeah. The ones one's my roommate right now, which is crazy. Small world. She's from Colorado, and she moved to New York with me and Natalie Alcar, another comic. She was always nice.
Yeah. Natalie didn't play soccer with you.
No.
Okay.
My other
Sorry.
one, Larissa. Natalie, yeah, no.
Okay. And so then you played. Did you guys ever win?
We won the Big 12 championship in 2012. Yes.
Holy shit.
We played against, who was it? I think we played against TCU.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh. I'm actually very proud of this moment. So 2012 was when we won. That was the year where like there was 0 cliques. Everyone loved each other. We were all headstrong. Everyone was on the same page. We're like, we're winning that fucking tournament. Like, we're a good team.
Yeah.
We're winning that tournament. And I get these premonitions, which people don't believe me, but like I know when things are going to happen sometimes. In 4th of July, 2012, we had a party at my house. And I was like, we're winning the big, like I can almost like put my life on the line. We're winning the Big 12 tournament. Like, I know we are. And I gave this whole speech about it. We're all so riled up. And then the day comes, it's us against TCU, Texas Christian University, in the finals. It's a Sunday, the game 1 p.m. They think they're going to win. It was their first year in the Big 12. And we're like, there's no fucking way you guys actually think you're going to come to the Big 12 and win your first year. Are you insane? And so we ended up, I think we won like 4-1. And
wow.
it was so amazing. Because I hate TCU because they're just like, they're cocky, but for what? Like the Horned Frogs in their team color is purple. Like, what the fuck are you cocky about? They're a good football team, yes, but the soccer team, like, they're fine. But I was like, you're just really annoying.
Yeah.
And my best friend actually went to that school from Texans. Kristen Barg was also very mean to me when I first got there, but we ended up
Damn it,
Kristen Barg.
What the
I know.
hell?
She ended up being really nice. She's one of my best friends. She went to TCU. We played against her, and we won. And that was one of the best days of my life.
Aww.
We got that ring, and it was just like, Baylor's come so far. This past year, obviously I'm not on the team anymore, but they got to the Final Four, which is insane of them. Baylor has come such a long way.
Yeah.
All due to the coaching, and the team is just really.
So you were the rebuilding year, which is why you hate the current students now.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, yes, I don't. They're nice girls. The thing is, like, Baylor is all about the soccer team. It's all about the nitty gritty. And Marcy, she's not the coach anymore. 'Cause she's kind of moved towards taking care of their kids, and like they have the Jobson Foundation or something like that, which is like all about God and sports. So Paul is now the head coach. But Marcy is really good at motivating people, and when she motivates us, it's like you're like foaming at the mouth, and like you're really just like buzzing. And it's all about like our locker room at the time was an old storm closet, and we had more than the older teams did, obviously, because it keeps getting better and better. But she was like, it doesn't matter what you have, like it doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing, like what cleats, the fashion. We don't talk to fans. We don't look at rankings. Headstrong, keep your head down. It's just about you and like people in this room, obviously the team, like people in this room, that's who matters. Nothing else matters. It's not really like that anymore because they don't have not the struggle. We weren't struggling, but they don't have the same like need to prove yourself. I can't think of the word. They're just not as nitty gritty. Like they're not as scrappy as we were. We're just like always trying to prove ourselves to the bigger teams because people were like, oh, Baylor, who cares? So we were like trying to always just like show you like fuck off, like don't like talk down to me like that. The team now, they're more like passy skillful, which is great. Obviously they have an amazing locker room. They have their own weight room now. We share with football team, which was really nice too, but they have their own like locker room. They're Instagram stars, which is really weird. Like some of them have like 70,000 followers. I'm like, why? And they're always documenting stuff. Like one girl, which it's a nice idea, but like we were always just like, it's about the game. They're more like, look how cool soccer is in college. It's just different, I guess. Like they're just more like showy, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, also, well, I am much older. Like Instagram wasn't a thing in college.
I mean, a little bit, I guess, but like
I'm also 7 years older than you are.
Yes, as we discussed, and again, you do look great.
It's too late. When I said I was 7 years older, she looked at me in disgust.
I was like, ew.
She's like, well, the good news is you look 45. So that was just really mean.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's basically. Anyway, back to me.
I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Anyway, they're just like more showy, I guess, than we were. But that's the time. Like we didn't really party because we're like, is partying gonna help me win Big 12? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But they got to Final Four, so they're doing just fine.
God, that's so cool.
It was really amazing to watch. It was.
And as someone who played with them, like, were you pretty invested in like watching the games, catching? Did you see anything live?
I think that team was the first year that I didn't play with any of them.
Okay.
I'm that far removed at this point. but it was still cool to watch because, like, yes, they are showy, but it's still like, you know what I mean? Like, it's still your heart and soul. It's like that's my team. And it was like, and I know Paul is such an amazing coach on and off the field. He's an amazing person. So to see like how far he's gotten the program, like I think when they got to Final Four, I think I cried a little bit. I was like, that's so like all the hard work you put in. It's crazy, like all the blood, sweat, and tears that go into college sports. Like, yeah, sports are hard, but like you put everything on that field, like throwing up, like peeing yourself. Some girls have shit themselves. Like you put so much work into it, and like so many mind games that like just pop up because like that's how sports is. Mm-hmm. And it's just so much of a sacrifice in the best way possible. Like when it comes to a head and like you get something out of it, it's the best feeling. And like to see them achieve that was amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful place to stop.
That's
Oh my goodness.
How poetic.
Victoria.
How poetic was that?
Very poetic.
We love sports.
Yes, we do.
We do love sports.
Well, thank you so much for being on Beast.
That was so much fun.
Do you have anything you want to get out? Anything else?
You know what I will promote real quick?
Sure.
Just because everyone should do it. I teach yoga at Core Power Yoga.
Ooh.
Yoga Sculpt. All my friends, please come because I will hook you up. It's 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Sundays.
Ooh, I'll
come
be
get
there.
Yeah, please come get a nice flow.
I would love to.
Come flow it up.
Yeah, seriously. I want more people in class, and I'm always promoting because it's good for you.
Okay.
It's mindfulness.
I agree.
And I'll end on that.
All right. Do you have an Instagram or something?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I am on Instagram. Yes, it's Victoria Hoffman 0. No, it's not. That's my email. My Instagram handle is Victoria Hoffman 27, which was my soccer number and my dad's football number.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
I know.
Leify, where can we find you?
You can follow me at Bear with Leif on Instagram and Twitter. Follow the network at Brain Machine Network on Instagram and Twitter.
Wow.
And the BrainMachineNetwork.com for all of the podcasts that you could ever want to listen to.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
You can catch me at Caitlin Peluffo on all the things. CAITLIN PELUFFO. And follow us at Beast Pod on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
Beast Pod. And like, rate, review. Tell us what you think. And,
please do.
Message, share, tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Dish about this pod. We've been dishing for the past hour.
There was drama
There
today.
was
There was
It's
drama.
time to get
I have
into
a
the
weird
gossip.
question. Have you played with anyone good? Like who is now playing for the national team or?
Mexican national team.
Oh, who?
Larissa, my roommate, her and her sister Bree Campos.
Ah.
Yeah, she is. I think some girls went pro. The pro team the pro league isn't really respected. Mm-hmm. However, maybe it's getting there with the World Cup. People might start taking female soccer more seriously.
They're still selling out stadiums.
Their victory
now.
tour is going pretty well. Yeah,
They're doing bad. The NWSL is growing, but it's like I can actually find information on it now, which is nice. But it's still a nightmare to like get.
Yeah,
like I just want to watch a game.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
It's been shut down. I want like 3 times now. So and he keep bringing it back. So who knows?
Yeah. Watch it. If you're listening to this,
watch
it.
Support women's sports. Jeez.
God damn it. We're shitting ourselves over here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to leave you now.
Thanks, friends. That was so much fun.
Thank you.
That was so fun. You're a delight.
Thank you.
Go team. Go pee in a toilet. Bye.
Welcome to BrainMachineNetwork.com.